Hello friends, welcome to Suresh Agarwal's Reasoning Mantra. In this video, we are going to discuss a very important section of coding decoding, that is the Chinese coding, how to go about such questions. And in this video, we'll be taking up one very important question which was asked in the year 2015 in the SBI PO exams. So this is the question on your screen. As you can see, some information has been given here. Cinderella shouted for rescue. This is the statement and it's coded as PRCOLYBU. Similarly, rescue all the bugs is written as KEMTCORX. Here every two-digit code represents a word like rescue. So out of these four two-digit words, I should not call it words actually. Out of these four two-digit whatever it's there, one of these represents rescue, one of these stands for all, one of these stands for one of these stands for bugs. So basically we have to identify by comparing the equations which letter has been coded using which two letters. Then the third statement is bugs ate all carrots. So the code is VGRXKESH. Carrots for Pretty Cinderella is LYPRVGAS. So based on this information, we are expected to answer the questions that follow. So there are 5 questions which are based on these 4 statements, and we'll be taking up all the 5 questions in this video. So let's talk about the first question. So let us discuss the first question here. What does the code PR stand for? So we have to find out which word means PR. So first of all, we'll be looking for PR in the statements that is given to us. So we have a PR here and we have a PR here. So there are two PRs in two different statements. Now when we compare the statements, let us see what words we have in common in these two statements. Cinderella shouted for rescue, and here we have carrots for Pretty Cinderella. So I can see Cinderella present in both the statements and for present in both the statements. That means PR is either the code for or for Cinderella. That means our correct answer is option C for this particular question. Similarly, we'll be taking up more questions which were asked in the same year. Now, in the second question, the question is what will be the code for the pretty in the given code language. Now we have been given two words and we have to find out the code for these two words. So for finding the pretty, let us first find out the words where they are. So this is the word pretty for which we are supposed to find out the code, and this is the word the for again which we have to find out the code. So let us first find the code for pretty. Now pretty, we'll be going with the elimination method for this. In order to find which of these 4 codes stands for the word pretty, we'll be going with the elimination method. Cinderella is common in the first and the fourth statement, and for is also common here. So we cancel these out. PR is present in both the statements, so it cancels out here. And ly is also common, so that means out of PR and ly, one of the words stands for Cinderella and one of the word here stands for. Now we are left with just two words, carrots and pretty, and two codes here, VG and AS. Now carrots is also present in the third statement here, right? So in order to cancel out carrots, we need to find the common code. So I can see VG is present here as well as here, so VG also cancels out. Now we are left with pretty and AS. That means the code AS is for pretty. Moving to the second word, that is the. We have to find out the code for the. So where is the located? So in order to find out the code for the, this is the here. Let me use a different color so that things don't get mixed up. So the is present here. And yes, so that means again we'll be going with the elimination method to eliminate all the words and find out what is the code for the. So rescue, I find rescue in the first and the second statement. So let us see what is common here now. I think CO will go with rescue. This cancels out, right? All is present in the second and the third statement. So all cancels out with this. Let us see what is common here. I can see RX common here. So RX goes. Bugs. So bugs is not present anywhere else. So let us see if we have the anywhere else. No. So we are left with two codes here, that is KE and MT. One of these stands for the and one of these stands for bugs. No, bugs I can see is present here. Okay, in the third statement. So bugs again cancels out here. So what's common here? KE also goes. So what are we left with? MT. That means the code for the is MT. MT is the code for the. So MTAS. And here we are with the answer. ASMT is our answer, that is option number E. So I hope this is clear to everyone. What does the third part of the question ask us? So this is the third part of the question. Let's see what it says. What is the code for bugs in the given code language? So this we discussed in the on the previous slide. You can just go back and check there. So where do we find bugs? We find bugs here and we find bugs here. So let us see what is common in these two. I can find the word KE present here as well as present here. So yes, what should be the code for bugs? It should be KE. Is there anything else which is common? Yes, I can see RX is also common here. So we can either go with RX or with KE, and this is going to be our answer here, that is option E, either KE or RX. So this was quite simple. What does the fourth question say? What may be the possible code for pretty in the given code language? So you have been asked to find out the code for pretty. So if you remember, in the second question, we cancelled out all the terms like for and Cinderella cancels out with for and Cinderella here. So what are we cancelling out? We are cancelling out ly and pr. So that goes. Now only carrots and pretty are left. So carrots cancels out with carrots here. So I can see VG and VG cancelling out. So what are we left with? We are left with AS, and that will be the code for pretty, that is AS. So in the last part of this question, we are expected to find the possible code for shouted and ate. So first of all, let us locate these words in the codes that are given to us. We have shouted here. I cannot see and anywhere, so we can just skip over it, and 8 is present here. So first of all, we need to find out what is the code for shouted and what is the code for 8. Again, we'll be cancelling out the terms Cinderella and for. We have been doing it since the first question. So what is common here? PR and LY, they go. So we are just left with two terms here, that is CO and BU. Now let us see rescue. So I find rescue here and rescue here. So cancelling out rescue, we are cancelling out CO also. So what are we left with? We are left with BU. That means shouted has the code BU assigned to it. Since we don't have and here, so that means obviously the code will also not be present because the word and is not been coded here. Now look at 8. So bugs. So this bugs cancels out with this bugs. What is common? All is also present here. Okay, all also cancels out with the same statement. So that means there should be two terms here. KE cancelling out with KE and RX cancelling out with RX. Now carrots. Carrots is present here and carrots is present here as well. So what is common? VG also goes. So what are we left with? We are left with SH. That means the code for 8 is SH. Now let us see, where do we find these two codes here? BU and SH. I can see BU present here and SH present here. Now there are two possibilities here. This is also the same as this, but the only difference is that here we have GY and here we have MT. So out of these two, which is present here? I can see MT present here. So since and is not present in the statements given to us, we cannot go with MT. That means option E is our correct answer, that is SHGYBU. That will be the code for shouted and ate. So these type of questions you can expect in various competitive exams. And yes, if you like the video, please subscribe to our channel and also hit the like button. You can also share your comments in the comment section, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you can get notifications for more such informative upcoming videos. Thanks for joining me.